A lot of y'all have asked me about how I do all this, like what is my madness to all these things. So let me explain it to you. Let me explain my buckets real quick. So here, these are my kids. They are all assigned a number. So let's say I want to call on number 10. So then once I call on that student, then I move it over. Now to know who is absent, I put them at the bottom right here. So these are the ones that were absent. And then whenever this gets empty, then I just move them over this way. So everyone gets to participate. I also have a purple minion, so this is to show that I am here. And then also, in case I pull this out, that means that I get to answer the question, or sometimes I pick someone else random. So every morning before we begin, then I start getting all my numbers out, and then whoever's absent, I just put it at the bottom. You guys have seen already that we go over these, and we sing the days of the week, the months of the year. And then as you guys see, these are missing. Some of the days are missing because they're right here at the bottom. Now, in my video, I'm the one standing at the front and I'm singing, but normally the kids are the ones that start pointing and then we sing together. The way I pick what student is going to sing the days of the week or is going to be at the front is by using my number sticks, my minion number sticks. When we sing the months of the year and they get to this minion, then they know that that's the month that we're in now. So here's the calendar. What we do is I have all of these turned over. So the next time we come, then we just turn them over and that's how we go. And then we just move these over. And then I made sure that I put the little hand and then I kept the same color so that way they can make that connection. Now I'm going to change this. This right here, it's all yellow. So I'm going to change it to the colors to match. So that way it will help the kids, I think, a little bit more. So here is the day, and then I have it in Spanish, and then the bottom is in English. And as you guys can see, in Spanish, we have our days that are not capitalized, just the English. And then this is how we go over it. And then I also teach the kids that to not have this big old thing written, then this is the way that we write it. The kids by now, they already know that whenever I ask them, okay, so ayer fue, then they look at this and then they go up high and then they see jueves. So whenever they get this from right here, then they're basically looking for this same picture that is here and then they just look up. So that's the reason that I'm trying to change this color to match my days as well, just to give them that extra support. We then move on to el clima, the weather. So then I have the cards are behind here, in which I have, the other type of weather. Coming soon, next to el clima, the weather, I'm going to have a minion that we're going to dress up according to the weather. So here we have el número del día. So again, I pick a kid at random using my number sticks, and then they decide what number will be for today. Then here we have la letra del día. So again, since we are doing summer school, the kids kind of already know all of their letters. So I just ask them to tell me the letter of the day, and they know to look up to the estrellita posters that are on the top in case that they don't remember a letter. For la palabra del día or word of the day, again, I pick a student, and then because we already know our words, then they pick the word, and then normally most of the time we translate the word at the bottom, or we get the high frequency words that we're supposed to know in English as well. And yes, red for Spanish and blue for English. I write both in capital letter and then in lowercase letters, so that way they know and they can see the difference between the two. Also, I have this laser hanging here, so that way whenever the kids are telling me about a letter or the word of the day, then I can just point with this, or I have them press on it and they point to it. They love using the laser. So here at the top, I have my words of the day in Spanish, and then what they do is they tell me one of them, and that's the word of the day that I write on the board. And then in case that I pretend sometimes I don't know how to spell it or where it is, so then they use the laser and they point to it and they tell me where it is. Then we have el color del día, color of the day, and yes, I have these in Spanish and English. I like to keep the Spanish on the top, as you guys can tell. Then here is la figura del día, shape of the day. So they pick the shape and then I just draw it for them. Coming soon, I'm going to add the coin of the day as well. Here are the numbers also and then the shapes, but by now we are going way higher than 20 as y'all saw. I keep all of my markers there and then also the eraser and then just in case a permanent marker and then some sticky notes. And then here I have plenty of pointers so that way the kids, they feel more excited to come to the front and make a selection of which one do I want. Now I'm going to explain these up here are my table group colors. So this will be like the blue table, yellow, and so on. So basically I put the points that they make in the game, or so far I've been just doing it whenever we play a game and we use our ringers. So yes, I do not have only one bell ringer. I have 5. These are the 5 colors. Unfortunately, there is no purple, so my purple table knows that they are the white one, and they all have different sounds. See, that's one. The whole point of this is because then at random, I just call on a student by using, again, my number sticks. And then I ask them, what was the letter of the day? What was the color of the day? La palabra del día, and then like that at random. And then sometimes whenever they leave my room to go, like, let's say for summer school, it's been like they leave to go get a popsicle. So whenever they come back and they're finished with their popsicle, then I get at the door and then I ask them, do you remember what was the letter of the day? And then if they don't remember that one, then there's plenty of other options. So that way I see if they remember. So yeah. Normally at the end of the day, they erase all of them. I just asked them to keep it this time because I know some of you guys were asking me about what is all this that you do back here. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. And that's it. That's what we do in my classroom.